Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Rishabh Srivanshi, your trainee for web development. We are working with the Session 2 project with basics of HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. Let's get started with the session and let's revise what we have just make it tomorrow. So make sure you submit the assignment before deadline, fill the feedback form without fail, and certificate will be available to download from 31st of August. Okay. So let's revise what we have studied in the last session. We are not going to revise it again and again, but we have received some feedback yesterday that they were unable to understand what are the various tags. So we are going to revise it for today. So what we have learned yesterday is HTML, then inline CSS, how we use external CSS, and then we have discussed about Bootstrap version 4.6. So we firstly discuss how it works. So when you type backcampus.in on your URL bar on your any browser, whether it is a Chrome, Opera, or many other browsers, so how it shows the content on backcampus.in, it will just work with the DNS servers and it will show what is hosted on that part. So it is hosted with the HTML. It is coded in the HTML, CSS, and many other programming languages. So it looks like that. So we have moved to learn what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language that we have yesterday discussed, and we have discussed about what are the prerequisites. Hope you have installed Visual Studio Code or Atom because we are going to learn how we are creating e-commerce website with the same code editor. So you must have a basic knowledge of file system means where you are handling this files, right? And at the last, excitement of learning as we have discussed today. Then how it looks when we are discussing HTML. So it started with the doc type HTML. Then we started with what is the tags of HTML. So if you don't understand it, you can just go back to the session one after the session and check that. Okay. So it is live on YouTube, so you can check it whenever you want. Then we have learned more tags like what are the headers tag like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6, right? Then we have learned what is a div tag, then IMG tag, and then links. If you don't understand these things, be till the end of this video because we are going to discuss this, right? So then we have learned what is HTML attributes like href, src, which href is used in a and anchor tag, and src tag which we use in img tags to encode images, right? Then we have learned what is a style tag, that is just to inline css, what is id tag, what is class tag, and how we use them to style, right? We have learned it yesterday only. So we have also learned some more code like what is a bold text, what is a strong text, what is italic text, what is emphasized, and what is a smaller text, and what is marked, then what is del. It will just add a between arrow, right? Del tag. We have just learned it yesterday only. So, and we will be revising it today also. So also we have learned tables in HTML. Let's forms. Yesterday my forms were not working, so today we are going to just discuss it more on this. So we have also learned the basic HTML tags, understand what is the HTML attributes and forms in HTML because it was an important point, right? Then we have learned with the what is the developers practice where we write those things like style tag we always write in the head tag, then script tags we always write before we close the body tag, right? So then we move to the CSS. We learn what is the external CSS, what are internal CSS, inline CSS, right? Then we just move to the Bootstrap 4.6. Hope it is understandable to you because I'm not able to just show you how we use Bootstrap again today. But we are going to discuss in how we are going to develop this e-commerce website. So at that time, you will just get revised with it. And this was your assignment for yesterday, creating a simple portfolio website with HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. A simple portfolio website means a website which contains details about you, like your name, in which college you are learning, what are your experiences, what are your achievements, what are your skill set, how much you know it. So that type of thing you have to create in that. So let's start with today's session when we are going to start with creating an e-commerce project with basics of HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. So today's agenda is creating a basic e-commerce website with the help of HTML, CSS and Bootstrap. Let's move to code. I'm just stopping to share the screen and moving to my Visual Studio Code. Just wait for a few seconds. Okay, I have to. Yep, this is my Visual Studio Code. Hope it is open. Let me check. Yep, it is opened. So I have started a new file. Just to see, I'll open it. So I will share my whole screen now. Sorry to wait you, but my entire screen is visible. I think e-commerce with HTML CSS, that folder I created already. I'll just add it. That it will create a new Visual Studio Code. So there's something called as CMD commands, which usually developers use. So you don't have to type more about it, right? I will just create index.html. As if you would have knowledge, you always write the name of the HTML, main HTML file as index.html, right? I'll just type code index. Oops, I have not changed the name, right? E-commerce. And then I write echo index.html. This made my file, right? This extension works, right? So if you will just type a means exclamatory sign, it will just add all type of HTML. But my extensions have not been started properly up in this tab, so I'll just help you with how we write the code. So in the Visual Studio Code, you just have to type exclamatory sign, and all the starting code will be on your screen, right? So for the beginners who are just starting, so this is how we write a tag name, right? This is a starting and this is a closing, right? This starting tag, this is a closing tag. What is HTML tag? HTML tag is a primary tag, means you can consider as a primary tag, which is important tag, which is we give in our HTML thing. Then we have head tag, right? This is a starting tag and this is a closing tag. This is what heading tag. So head tag, in this we include all our styles, all our links and many other things, right? And then we have body tag. So what we write in the body tag is a content, right? Whatever content we have just. So I'll just show you up here. in case of the, yeah, in this you can check, we have just type doc type HTML, which I have not included it. HTML head tag, style tag, then head tag is closed up here, then the body tag, then script tag, right? So script tag for JS we will learn it tomorrow, but we will discuss how we write the basic code, right? So for that head tag, I am giving a simple title tag up here. Title tag, what is title tag? It will help me in giving heading to the web page, right? For example, I am giving the title up here as e-commerce web project. But basic of HTML, CSS. We don't have time, so I'm just keeping it like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add. I'm going to start this. So I'll just click start. This is just a command, so as a beginner you will not understand this, but if you have knowledge of the thing, you should use it. Index.html. So it will help me in opening in browser, right? So I have just used a title tag, then in the body tag I'm starting with a simple tu tag. So for the beginners only, I'm starting with this, okay? So you just have to do the practice so that you can understand things.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just open yesterday's Bootstrap. You must have learned it, but if you missed it, let's move to that. So this is a doc section. Right at the 5.1, but I'm still using 4.6. What this is very simple, just you have to click on this button, copy, paste it up here. Because we already learned in their practice, you have to keep your link and what you have added in a style, add it here only. And this is clearly mentioned, this is Java. So I'm just copying script tag and pasting up here. You understand this? Yeah, I will just refresh this. Because I have not written anything. This is just showing this. This title tag you can click once, you can check here. E-commerce web project with HTML. And let me explain you. If you will change it to PowerCamp, so it will just become PowerCamp. So I'll make it PowerCamp. This will be PowerCamp. So whatever we have added in the D tag, what is simply a container tag. Okay. So contain class container, and I am closing. So this will make a padding on both sides. What is padding? I already told you to go through www.research.com and check about that. But if you had done it, that's going to, then we are just going to leave class. So
7891717.
hope you are up there. Just I was checking how many students are there. So row tag, this is what it will help us in making two different sections. This is a single page, and this is a part, means this is a part which make it in two sections, right? This left section and this is the right section. So I can just make it, I will make you understand with this. So this total screen has been divided in 12 parts in Bootstrap, and we can use it with the how many parts we want. For example, this will be 6 part and this will be 6 part, right? If I will make it some small, this will be 4 part, this will be 3 part, right? So in the similar way we can just do that, right? So there's a container tag, but we want to use a now bar, right? So what we will just do, we will move to Bootstrap components, then in the now bar I'll just copy with the first, right? First now bar is good. Look, so not in the root tag. I'm deleting this. I was just telling you about the basics. So I don't need this disabled and drop downs. We'll just remove this. Also, I don't need this form. I'm removing this. How it looks. Let's see. So up this. But I don't want even container tag because I already told you what is a container tag. This will give a simple padding at this part and this part. So if you don't know what is the padding and all this thing, you can just surf to w3school.com, because if we will discuss on these things, the 7 days are not going to be enough for that, right? And then what we can do is I'm just removing this container tag and I'm giving an ID now. Now section, I'm giving now section. Section is also one of the tag which we can use, but I'm still using a div tag. So this looks good, not good yet. So let me show you what the stacks are doing. Navbar, this is Navbar, this you don't have to more care about this. So BG light, this makes background light, right? If I will make it BG dark, let's see what happens. Be dark, right? So this is how the dark thing works, BG light. If I will make it BG primary, so it will be blue in color. Yep. Then currently we have to keep it light. I don't want the BG, okay? Then now I will change it to Power, okay? Power Store, because we are creating e-commerce website. So Power Store, that is good. Changes. This is how it is looking. Okay, just so 11 people are on the line. So Power Store, then if we have this collapse tag, means this has been when we will move it to a lesser means if we will just reduce the size, it will be going to be changed, right? If I will make it responsive. So this is how it is going to work. Currently it is not responsive because I have not added a special view tag. So let me remove some things. MR auto, this is making margin right auto. Why this is more margin up here? Because this is margin right. If I will make it margin left, then what is going to be happen? So this is going to be in right section, because margin from left is auto. It is going to take as much as space it can take, right? So this is just going to happen like this. What I'm going is this link, right? So I'm just going to go with login, right? Login. So how we can add the style in this. We can just pick a now link. I will just give, firstly I will just try with a spatial id, okay, or let me give a btn now. Spatial tag I have added here, so I can add the style with that. So I will just copy this. I will go to head tag. I will put in style. So style tag. We'll just add with this btn now, and I'm just going to put some css, like I want this color should be look. I want background. Hope the spelling is right. I want background to be, let's pink. See what? Yeah, this is going to happen like this. Login button with a pink background. That's all. Then what's the? I will just give a margin, right? Margin is what we have not discussed yesterday. So margin, I'll give 20 pixels. Pixels is what it is called as one unit, right? If you have learned with CG computer graphics, you must know what is it. But many are beginners, so one pixel means this part. As much I have just coded, a square of one pixel, one pixel is called as one pixel, right? One px. So margin is here 20 pixel. So it will add margin at both the side, means at the four side of this. So this is 20 pixel, this is 20 pixel, this is 20 pixel, and at the bottom also 20 pixel. But I want margin only from left, or I want only margin from top. I can just add it up here. Just I want margin top as 20 pixel, because I want margin from top of 20 pixel. Also I want margin from left of 40 pixel. Right, if I will just go make the change, so this is how it is going to look like. Now what happened if I want to increase this, means the pink part size, right? If I have to add some pink part from this side and make it at means make it look at right side, so what I can do is I can give a padding from left. I'm giving it nearly 30 pixels. It's fine. Oh, this is not going to work because of some important tag is important. Means I'm just going to use important. What is this? I got the chance to tell you about this also. So if there is a CSS which help us to make it important, we can just give a exclamatory sign and then important. So this will make it all priority. So I will just, so this will help you to understand. Oh yes. So how this works, like just I will. So for that, firstly the Nava works because we have used a Bootstrap, right? So firstly Nava works, and now there's things which come in. Just we discussed it. What is this Nava thing? Then what happened? Then this index works, right? Because of that, this was going down, and as there was an important tag with the padding, so this don't work, right? So but we have just given an important tag which make it on priority, so this will work faster, right? So let's move forward. Just made given a padding, given a margin, this all works for you, right? Okay, let's move ahead. I'm going to give a carousel, right? Carousel is something which we can use. So what we can just do, go for it as a carousel. Carousel is one of a thing which we may see in a Nava. So what type of carousel I want? So first slide, this is not moving, but here it is working. It is also working, but not on our demand. It will work on his own mind, right? But this is what we want. So I'll just copy this carousel from here and I will use it here. As soon we are moving, we will discuss more on this topic, like what is a bootstrap and all these things, right? This starting from very scratch is very difficult for me because I have just means I have created nearly 40 to 50 web project till now. So this was very difficult for me, but I'm still trying. So what is this IMG, and this is a alt tag. Alt tag we already discussed. We use it to, if the image is not working, if the image is not found, then this alt tag will show that what was on that image, right? And this was SRT tag, and these are some classes which are used in the Bootstrap. So this will display it block, right? Display it block, display it block. So this will help us in that way. So sorry for that. Then we have just used it, but what about the image? So I'm just going to use a API with Unplash. I'm just going to use a free API from Unsplash. It is really difficult for me to starting it from very scratch, but still I'm trying. If you have any question, you can put in chat. I'm checking.
सुबह क्या बोला मम्मा सबसे लगा रही बोला मम्मा सूखी है क्या बोली क्या लिंक भेजो बोला हेलो पापा जी
Okay, let me check out what is there in the chat box. There are some people here, and there's nothing in the chat till now. So if you have any question, you can put it there. What is Unplash API? We have not used it. Means we were discussing on this tomorrow, but I think this is a requirement for today. Or let it be discussed be tomorrow. We will just use any image from this part on. So what we are going to sell? So I think I should sell something from Pixel. I can download image and let's try what is. Okay, and flash only. So I will just use e-commerce.
चल हाँ चल
Let me check what's in the section. Okay, no question yet in the chat. Just oops. This thing is happening. And flash. Okay. I'm using any image now because we don't have more time, right? So I'm using this image. Oh. My system. Master. Right. I will just use it. Not responding is something which I hate. Still, Flash.com. Very sorry for this. I will just open it a new image. I will copy this. We are just moving out of time now. We have spent a great time on discussing this point. So I'm using this img. I am providing class and alt. I'm giving a product, right? So I think we should move fast now. Product already started very late. Means 2 minutes late today. This thing's gone. So let's check now. So this is a carousel, simple carousel. Just work it. Right. Which carousel? And if this image is not going to work, then simply that welcome means this is a product, right? If I will just also open this image in new tab and I will copy this. I will paste it here and also I will give a alt tag again. Let's say this is a triangle, right? The triangle. So I'll move to this part and I'm just going to use the product. So this was a triangle. Then I'll take this. Okay. Let's see what happened. So this carousel is working very fine. This is a triangle. Then this is nature's image. What we are saying, right? So if I cannot disconnect the net also, so to show you that alt tag how alt tag works. So this is how we use Bootstrap in our projects, right? Then now, what is the section which come after carousel? Before that, can we just code it to make it beautiful, or we should first add the structure and then we should code it? Just I prefer adding more things and then coding, but for now I'm using this. So what I'm doing is I'm checking what is a navbar brand, right? Navbar brand. So sorry for this. What's the name of code? It is a navbar brand. So I'm just using a navbar brand. Give some styling. Just I want font weight to be more. I want font weight to be 800. What is the font weight? Font weight just increase. And let me show you what is font weight. So this will just increase its boldness, right? So if I'll make it, okay, how many people are there? Okay, there are only 3 people now. I think I'm just boring you. Okay, font weight is 800. Then what is a font size? If I will make it font size to be 12 pixels, that's good. But it will be very less in size. So power store. This is 12 pixel only. If I will make it 35 pixel, it is going to look good. Okay. So it is going to look. Nope, it is not looking good. I'm making it 24 pixel, which is a standard, and most of our website which I develop on Bagcampus are made with this only. Then we have this two things, similar things. Then if I can show you up here, they have both in the ally tag with now item, so I can just pick them. How I can pick them? Just have a look up here. What is that HTML tag? What is the class now item, right? So I use now, then I will give item, and then I will pick a tag, right? Because all them are from a tag. So this is how I pick them, and now I'm going to code them. So I want same thing. Font weight should be not 800, but 600. Okay. So I'm giving it 600. Then I want the font size to be 20 rem. Oh, I cannot use rem, not 20 pixel. 20 rem is a very bold thing, so sorry for that. So this is how home look. Then the login button, we already coded it. So I will just copy some of the thing like margin. That this will also look like that. And I'll remove. It's not looking very good, but yep, you have to learn these things of your own, right? Then after this carousel, I will just add one heading of just add a section whose class whose ID is products. Oops, you can just use this to create a section with. But as I have just disabled my VS Code to complete these things because I had to explain it to all from beginners to beginners especially. So this is a section ID. I'm using a section ID with the product. I'm just doing it fast now. Product. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the container as I'll oops new class equal to container, and I'm closing it, right? Because when you start a tag, at the same time you have to close it. Okay, this is a preferable method. You should not miss any closing any tag, right? So for that container I have started, I'll just start the row tag now. I'll close it. Copy this. So I'll just use a row tag. As already discussed, row tag make this full screen as a 12 part, right? We can just use 2, then this will be remaining 10. We can add as much as we want, right? Don't worry about that. So what we are going to use is call. What is the mdsmxl? Let's discuss that also. So I will just use a call and make give a count like 6. Let's make it 4. Call 4. So sorry for this. So what I'm going to start with is call, and then I'm giving 6. So this made the my screen as a six part, right? So in the sixth part I will get how to start. Hey, okay, I will just add left, and in other sixth part I'll just keep right. So this will become very small if you put it is left and here it is right, right? So this is how it looks. Oh no, I have opened so many tabs. So left and right. So this is how it works. For example, now I'm just in the row. I'm using call 12 means I have to use a full entire screen. Even I can do that also. So I'll just use only copy this only. Okay, that I can use again. So I will just use the call 12 and give a heading that this is a product section. Oh, we have to also discuss more about the footers today, right? So call 12, I'm just giving a padding from top of nearly 5 rem. Also, I'm giving a margin from top of 5 rem. What is a padding top 5 mt5? You can check it on Bootstrap's website. It is really amazing. So this give a padding from top, padding from top only because I have given padding top more and also margin. So this is a product section. Also, I want to give a padding from bottom of 5. Let's check. Yep. So this is out now. This is a carousel and this is a product section. Now I want to align it in center. So what I will do, I will just go and on the right text center. This will make the thing in center. Yeah. Now I want to give a h1 tag. So I'll start with h1. I will close it here. Can you enable this thing now? Visual Studio Code is going to be the best code editor for you. This is a product section, left section and right section. So let me meet. Oh no. So I will disable it. Product section. So to disable it, I will just add a somewhere else carousel. I'll disable. I want to disable this. If you just make small change, it will get disabled. Okay. So this is a product section. What we are just used in left section. What is we are used in right section. So if what we were discussing, we can make it 4. We can make it 8. Oh, I made a small mistake. I will just delete this carousel section. I think you understand this. You just delete this whole section. So this is a product section, left side, right side. You can check this. What I am going to do is a background color. I'll just add an inline CSS now. Style, background. I want it pink. And yellow, that I can show you how much. So this is a 12 part section which is divided into 4 left and 8 right. Now if I will make it 6 6, this is going to happen like this. If I am using it an MD called MD, I will add MD. Then if the device size is 726, then only it is going to work. Let me show you this. Yeah, at media mean width 768. If mean width is 768 only the time. So let me make it less than 700. So okay, this is not working because width is stuck called 12. If it is less than that, I want it to be called 12. So I'm making it called 12. Let's see now. So as soon, oh, oh, this is not working because I have not added the view frame right till now. So this will work if I will add a view. Just a sec. I just want to copy it from campus website. So you can enroll in Campus Star program also. So Campus Star program is a great part where you have to just share our Campus Power Camp in your college and you will get some special reports. So I will just copy this meta tags. I'm using it here. So as I already discussed, if you will just press a simple exclamatory sign and click on the tab, it will just go with that. Okay. So meta tags, I just added these things. So initial scale 1.0. Oh, this is a viewport meta tag, which helps to make it responsive. Let's. So yeah, you can check that. It is taking 12 space now. This is how it works. Yeah. So now we have to move further, right? We are moving out of time. So this has been nearly 1 hour. So let's make it call MD4, call 6, call MD4, call 6, and there is something called as card on gatebootstrap.com. Where is it? So there's something called as card which will help you to put some product in that. So this is how card look like. So I'll just copy this card to add some product to our e-commerce website. So let's add this card. I'm just removing this style tag. Okay. Putting oops, set control set font. This whole thing should be repeated again and again. Let's check how it look now. So this is how it looks. Means it is card, then it is moving like this. So background is also pink, but for the card, the background is white and card link, another link. I will just remove this yellow part. So what I will do, I will just again copy and paste these things to show you how this can go. So this is 6, 7, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we will just make it too small, hope you understand what are tags and all these things. So this is going to be two part only, right? So this was a 2, 3 now, and this is 2, 3, 2. This is happening because we have used call MD also. Okay. So this was how we use the card up here. Then now let's add some footer to our page, means our e-commerce website, and let it ready. And this is not looking good, but what I can do now, because I have to finish it as fast as I can. So let me copy some footer. will just copy this bootstrap footer. There is nothing called as footer up here. So we will create for ourselves only. Okay, now what we can do is I'm not adding a padding to both sides. Means I'm not going to add a container tag, and I'm just starting with the section with the footer. Uh, Also, there is a tag called as footer. So I will try to use the footer tag. You can directly use the tag just like a navbar tag was there. This is how so what the footer the href what we can now I'll add just home home. Then we I want to make it to about us page. So about us .html. Then I'll add something like about. See. So this is a home. This is about. This is not looking good. I will just add some padding. This will I will want padding from top with 5 rem, padding from bottom with 2 rem. I want margin from top with 5 rem. I want margin from bottom for 2 rem. Let's see how it looks. There it is. No, I want text should be in center. Text is in center. Home about. I want color as a black. Here, here section is now. Yes, it was now our BG. So we can just I am doing it BG dark. So this is how it look home about. I'll just add a copyright line now. So this is fully developed by we'll find the registered mark. So this is fully designed by Bagcampus. This come up here. So powers to what we have learned today, how to develop Java. Then we added carousel. Then we added various cards. Then we have made a footer. There are a lot of new things about Bootstrap today. What is margin? What are fonts? The CSS lines. We started from scratch HTML. Right? These are all things we discussed today. Now I add some CSS to this. So okay, this is also good. So I'll add some CSS so that it will look good. So this is a product section. What it was given up here. So I can just use that and copy this. I can just tell you again that style means if it is an ID, then we can pick this style with hash. I want a or it was h1. Just like let me check. It was h1. This product is h1. And I want this should be with the font size. What is a pixel? You understand that, right? So I want it for 40 pixel. I want font weight. We have already discussed about it. It is how bold you want the font, right? I'm just want 20 pixel bolder. So hope this look good. So font size, font weight, and also weight. I want text transform to be capitalized. Text transform to be capitalized. Capitalize. What is capitalized? Let me show you capitalize. It's capitalized. It will make the first letter capital. What if I made it uppercase? We already discussed it tomorrow, yesterday also, right? So this will make all the text capital. Product section, home, login. I think this is all fit for today's session. Let's move to a great session tomorrow also. What we are going to discuss tomorrow is PHP. We are going to learn how we create a PHP website tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow. We are going to discuss on with CDN, what various CDNs we use for like anime.css, fonts. And this was a so thank you for your response to Bagcampus events. I am Chief Founder and Executive at Bagcampus. Thank you for joining this session. Great. And about website, I'm ready to create your e-commerce website. Just create a website today. It will create a simple page in which you can add some CSS also. Yes, the station we missed that part because of less time. You will do that, right? You can do that by researching on w3school.com. The link is always for you. So it's done. Thank you for your response to Back Campus events. I'm Rishabh Sirivanshi taking signed